Real Madrid do not want to sign Rodri. No, in fact, Florentino Perez doesn't want to sign Rodri. A couple of days ago, we saw Rodri dominate the Argentinian midfield. A couple of days before that, we saw Rodri dominate the French midfield. And a few more days before that, we saw Rodri dominate the Portuguese midfield. A Portuguese midfield that consists of Vitinha, João Neves, and Bruno Fernandes. But for some odd reason, Real Madrid refused to sign this guy called Rodri. Real Madrid have a problem in midfield. Ever since Cruz retired, ever since Modric left, they lack a creative midfielder. A midfielder that can dictate the pace of the game, create chances, make amazing through balls. They lack that midfielder. Yes, Jude Bellingham is great. Yes, Valverde is great. Yes, Tchouaméni does his thing. But these are not creative midfielders that dictate the pace of the game. So no wonder Real Madrid have gone 2 years back-to-back trophyless. Now you have Rodri, who is offering himself to Real Madrid. You have this guy called Rodri, who, in my opinion, is the best deep-lying playmaker in the entire world. He wants to play at Real Madrid. He wants to play at Real Madrid. He's literally offering himself to Real Madrid. There is 1 year left on his Man City contract, and he's postponing that, signing an extension to offer himself to Real Madrid. But for some odd reason, Florentino Perez doesn't want to sign him. Now, Perez has this obsession with young players. And now we're seeing that it's hot and cold as to whether a young player will succeed at Real Madrid or will not succeed at all at Real Madrid. Yes, Vinicius Jr. has done well, Rodrigo, but there are other young players as well that have not done too good at Real Madrid. There's an obsession with going after these young stars that are not yet proven. Well, guess what? Rodri is proven. Rodri is a proven midfielder. He's experienced. You can't tell me that, oh, he's too old. These guys just signed Bernardo Silva, who's older than Rodri. They just signed Dumfries, who's the same age as Rodri, in the 30s. You're telling me that you have the best deep-lying playmaker in the entire world and you don't want to sign him? And you have problems in your midfield. Now, it doesn't matter the manager that Real Madrid will bring in. If the problem still persists, a lack of a great right winger, a lack of a creative, controlling midfielder, Real Madrid may go trophyless again next year. Every top team that has success in at least in their league level or cup level has a great midfield. Let's break it down. Barcelona, they've won La Liga back-to-back. They're doing well domestically. Look at their midfield, an abundance of creative midfielders that control and dictate the pace of the game and provide opportunities for their attackers. Look at Bayern Munich. Look at PSG. Look at Man City. So what is the common factor here? They all have great creative midfielders. Now, strangely enough, we are now at a time where there is a severe lack of available creative midfielders in the market right now. There's a severe lack. I'm sure Madrid would want Vitinha, but guess what? He's not on sale. PSG are not going to sell their best midfielder to a rival. PSG will not sell their best midfielder to a rival. It just makes no sense as to what is going on with Real Madrid's transfer policies. It's making no sense. There is a clear issue with their midfield. Ever since Cruz retired 2 years ago, the midfield isn't working out. You can't play Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni at the same time and expect creativity. That is not their core attributes. You can't expect that. They're missing a creative midfielder, someone like Rodri that can bring the ball forward, break up play, make these incisive passes, make these great long balls. And he's available. He wants Real Madrid. Multiple sources have said he wants Real Madrid, and Real Madrid don't want to sign him. It makes no sense. Now, there's an argument to be said that yes, Rodri experienced some serious injuries, but he's back to his best. He's back to his Ballon d'Or 2024 best right now. He's back to his Ballon d'Or 2024 best right now. We've just seen this man dominate in midfielder, Vitinha, Neves, and Fernandes. And these are three midfielders that were the best midfielders, in my opinion, last season. And he dominated them. He kept them in check. Now, yes, he's 30, but you can get at least 3 years, 2 years from him while you look for his successor. Because the market for creative midfielders, there isn't an abundance available at the moment. What is going on with Real Madrid's transfer policies? Unless there's some sort of player they're working on in the background that we have no idea that they want to sign as a great midfielder, but there's no news of that. Right? The best midfielders right now are not for sale. They're not for sale. Kimmich, not for sale. Vitinha, not for sale. João Neves, not for sale. Bruno Fernandes, not for sale. Fabian Ruiz, not for sale. But you have one midfielder who is arguably top 3, top 5 midfielder in the world right now. A former Ballon d'Or winner who's back to his Ballon d'Or best, and you don't want to sign him? It makes no sense. So at Real Madrid, we have a glaring right-wing issue. And we have a glaring creative midfielder issue for 2 years now. And they're not making any moves about that. You can't rely on Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and Valverde to be that creative clog. Even Arda Güler, who is not supposed to be a central midfielder, he's more of an attacking midfielder. Arda Güler doesn't come anywhere near Rodri in running the game, in passing, in dictating the game, creativity. Rodri is a guy Real Madrid need. And Real Madrid, for some reason, refuse to make any moves to sign him. But they'll blow millions on unproven teenagers like Reiner. That's proven to be a flop. Like Matantuono, who, in my opinion, if he doesn't have a great season next year, he may be a flop. But you don't want to spend money on a proven, experienced veteran that's 30 years old, that's just won the World Cup, that's just told the world again that I am the best midfielder in the world. I am the best midfielder in the world. Rodri is the best midfielder in the world. Yes, above Vitinha. Yes, above Kimmich. Yes, above Pedri. He is the best midfielder in the world. Yes, he's 30. You can get at least 2 to 3 years from him, potentially 4 years out of him. It makes no sense of Real Madrid's transfer policy. Didn't we see Toni Kroos have a great season at 34 years old 2 years ago before he retired? Didn't Toni Kroos have a great 2023 to 2024 season at 33 to 34 years old? So you can't tell me that because Rodri is 30, he's finished. If nowadays, if you eat healthy, sleep healthy, drink healthy, look after your body, you can have a long career in your 30s. We see Messi at 39 doing great things. And with Rodri's role, Rodri doesn't do a lot of running. Rodri positions himself very well in the game. He doesn't rely on pace. He relies on intelligence and reading the game. 2 years ago, Toni Kroos at 34 years old dominated the midfield. And the effect of that meant that Real Madrid won La Liga and the Champions League. What is going on with Real Madrid and their transfer policy? If they don't sign Rodri this summer, that is going to be a mistake. A huge mistake. Huge mistake. Because right now, their midfield isn't clicking. Right now, if they want to compete against Barcelona, they've got to get a right winger, and a creative midfielder. If they don't get either this summer, it may be another trophyless campaign for Real Madrid. And that's when, okay, it's going to be a crisis there, a huge crisis. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Shirtless match day here. See you on the next video. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below are. Thanks.